Welcome back, art friends. It's our last day of Alexander Calder, and I have a great project for you. And it's really not hard at all because we're building on all the things that we've learned all week. So if you missed day 1, day 2, day 3, or day 4, you can go back to YouTube or my Facebook page or website and you can watch those and kind of catch up. But we have been making a lot of fun things. First, we did paintings. That was super easy, just 2-dimensional paper and paint. The next day, we added a little paper to that, kind of made it a collage. The third day was super fun. We learned about what Alexander Calder is most famous for, and that is the mobile. And we made these super cute little fish ones. If you didn't have the pony beads and pipe cleaners, that was okay because we found a way to use string and just scrap paper. That was fun too. Then yesterday, or day 4, we made these really cool stay bills. They just sit right on the ground in a park or on a table, and I think they're pretty cool. We made those yesterday, and that was super fun. Well, now we're going to kind of combine day 3 and 4, and we are going to create a standing mobile. And I'm going to show you one of his. Well, there's a couple on this page actually, but this one's really cool, isn't it? So we're going to make something similar to that today, really simply, and it'll be so much fun. I made it earlier this week and I've been playing with it all week. So let's talk about the supplies for our standing mobile. So we're kind of combining his stable and his mobile, and it's a standing mobile. All right, so let's go. Supplies. You're gonna need paper. I recommend cardstock, which is this sort of like construction paper, but it's a lot firmer. See, you don't want newsprint or anything thin like that. For this guy, I actually used a cereal box, and that's what we're making today. So I recommend a cereal box or fruit roll-up box or popcorn box because it's thin and it's brightly colored, so it'll be fun like Calder. So you need that kind of paper, scissors for sure. I know I'm sitting right in front today because I'm doing work on the table. I need this to be behind me. Pipe cleaner or a straw works too. So if you don't have pipe cleaners, see if you have a straw. If you don't have straw, I'm pretty sure we can use the scraps of this popcorn box or whatever you have, cereal box, to do the project too. So don't be dismayed. Give it a try no matter what supplies you have. And finally, you're gonna need tape or a stapler. I taped this one, and can you see? All week it kind of fell apart. So I thought, well, maybe a stapler would work, and I think it really would. It wouldn't be as pretty, but I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna staple it. And then I was looking at my Deep Space Sparkle website where I get all my really great ideas, by the way. And, well, it works better if you have a stapler that works. One thing they did, I noticed, was poke a hole. So you can do that with your scissors, or if you're super, super lucky, you might have a hole punch around, and we can use that so that we can just twist our pipe cleaner through there, and then we don't need tape or a stapler. See? Artists are so tricky. They have all kinds of ways to solve problems, right? That's why people like us to be around. We're not afraid of a little glitch. We'll find a solution, right? We're not afraid. We are creative. So grab your supplies and come on back. All right, let's pause. All right, welcome back. Let's go. So first we need to make the body. And a lot of Calder's mobiles and stables, they have the same kind of shape. I think he really, really enjoyed animal shapes, and he talks a lot about the universe. And this one sort of to me looks like something with a very long neck, something tall with a long neck. What would that be? Yes, a giraffe. So I think that's probably kind of the idea behind it, but that doesn't mean it is a giraffe. Remember, this is abstract art, so it's just kind of whatever, but it kind of looks like one to me too. So we're gonna make this shape on our cardboard, and you can do that with a crayon or a pencil. I didn't say that, but those are kind of supplies that are always around, right? So I'm gonna put mine up here, and I'm gonna actually turn it so it's really tall. But you don't want it too tall because I noticed that it kind of flips over, even if it's really strong. So I'm gonna use the bottom of my page or my paper or my cardboard to be where the feet are, and I'm not gonna draw on that. I'm just gonna use my crayon and make his neck up here, and it's gonna come down and kind of go over here like a slide, kind of like yesterday's or day 4's stable that we made. All right, and I'm going to use the side for his this side of his body, so I don't need to make another line there. I'm going to make another line here. It's going to follow this one, and we've done that a lot lately with Calder. We just follow our lines, so we're kind of making that same line for like his back leg. We're going to go up, and when we get about to here, we're going to go straight down. All right, because that's going to be one leg, and then this is going to be sort of like a tripod. You've seen that for cameras and things, a tripod. We're going to have a 3-leg thing going on, and that's going to help us keep it up. And then this line is going to be right across from his back leg line, and I'm just going to go kind of in the middle of these two and as straight down as possible. All right, so this is the shape you want, this top slide curvy line. This one follows straight down, and then a little curve for his neck. I think it helps to have this top neckline a little curved so that when you put your straw or your pipe cleaner on there, we're gonna do a little balancing. Miss Q would love this because we have to really kind of experiment and see where it stays. So if it's curved, I think it's just a little easier for your straw or your pipe cleaner to rest in there more easily. All right, and that's our goal, is to get this standing mobile to actually stand right there, kind of, if the wind blows, it kind of moves around, or if the breeze or somebody walks by, that's the goal. All right, and of course we want his body to stand. So let's do it. Let's cut this out together so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to start at the top by the neck, and I'm going to give that little curve. And I didn't like that the back of mine was plain, so I actually cut it out 2 times. You could do that. You just have to glue them together before we get all the rest of this done. All right, but for you, I'm just going to do one-sided because that's something easy you can finish later. All right, I'm gonna follow my line, curve around. I'm gonna keep my scraps because just in case you don't have cardstock, these scraps can be those other teetering little organic shapes, okay? So we have this, our giraffe so far, and I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut this middle curve out. This one we don't need, all right? So we're trying to make 3 legs. So now we have 1 leg, and this one I'm only gonna just snip up, and it's gonna stop kind of the same spot where this leg stops. All right, so there we go. We have 1 leg back here, and then these 2. Now the trick is to really experiment and play with it, bend them out a little bit and see if you can get it to stand. And a lot of times it's gonna fall, I promise you, because you're experimenting, just like Thomas Edison and all those other inventors, right? And I know you're used to doing this in Miss Q's class, So just kind of give it a little bend. One leg has to go one way, one leg has to go the other way, and then the back leg is going to be our third triangle or tripod leg. So I'm giving it a little bend and it's kind of going this way. So I don't think it's going to stand up great. So I'm going to give this side a little bend too. And it's a little bit straighter now. All right, there we go. So he's up. And if you make the second piece the same and glue it to the back, it'll stay even better. This one's much stronger because it has two, right? Two are better than one, right? We were working in our yard the other day and it was raining and windy, and Mr. Eichhorst ran out to grab the sandbags that were getting all tossed around in the wind and the waves. And sure enough, Austin ran out to help too, and Ethan too. So more than one is a little more strong, and it's super helpful. All right, so another layer would be great. All right, if you have a pipe cleaner like this, you are going to snip it. And I almost forgot about it because I have my straw. You're going to snip it so you have one extra piece that's separate. All right, so one long piece and one short piece. So I'm going to get that going here. And when I cut pipe cleaners, I never cut at the tip of my scissors. I always go way down here in the corner, and I do that for a lot of things. It's somehow sharper, it gives you a little more strength to snip there. So I have a little piece and a long piece. And my little piece, I'm gonna make like a Y. I'm just gonna stick it on the end of this one. Just give it two little twists. It doesn't need a lot, all right? So now I have this kind of Y. And you're gonna play with that too. It might work better if your Y's closer together. Whatever, you're the kind of the scientist and artist today. We're doing a little STEAM project here. All right, so now I have my Y, and now I need some other colors. So if you have just scraps like I always do, you can ask my friends. They tease me a lot, but I do. You're gonna draw or just cut, like really be brave. Cut some more of those jelly bean shapes that we've been talking about all week. He was really into those organic, just natural looking shapes, not perfectly round. You can make a round one if you want to, but it doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need a stencil or anything like that. It's kind of fun if they're just like these little blobs. So you're gonna pick three sizes. I made these two the same, or almost the same, and then this guy bigger because he's gonna go on the other side to kind of balance things out. So I'm gonna make my purple one kind of the same size as that other one. Maybe not exactly. There it is, not perfect. It doesn't have to be. It's just fun. It's called organic. And this one's gonna be the bigger one. So I'm gonna make this one a nice big jelly bean shape. You can tell Mrs. Eichhorst has a sweet tooth. She talks about those jelly beans all the time. All right. So let's pretend that I do not have any tape or a stapler, or what if I don't have a hole punch? Do you think I could poke it through? Let's try. All right, it's pretty hard, but hang on. I think I got it. I feel it. See if you can do that, boys and girls. Can you poke your pipe cleaner through? Got it. And I'm just gonna give a little bend so it stays on there. All right, now I'm gonna put these two on, and I'm not gonna be so hard on myself because we don't wanna take this video forever. I'm gonna punch these and put them on. Okay, and again, I'm just putting my circles on, and I'm just gonna give it a little bend. You know pipe cleaners, they just squeeze. I'll show you what to do if you have a straw too, don't worry. I'll show you right now, actually. For a straw, I would you're not going to be able to get maybe 3 of them on there. I don't know, maybe you could. I'm thinking. But I would snip. I'm going to draw it for you. All right, can you see this? If this is my straw, long and skinny, right? I would, and here's the circle part. Look, I made it kind of big so you can see. Can you see that? I would snip a little bit on this side and a little tiny bit on this side, opposite sides. So then I can, which side? Slide in my shape, like this. Can you see that, boys and girls? So that's how I would do it if I had a straw and I didn't have a pipe cleaner. I would maybe make 2 similar shapes. They might have to be kind of the same size. Maybe you could try one bigger and one smaller, see how to get it to balance, but I think that would work too. So you could try it with a straw if you don't have the pipe cleaner. But I have the pipe cleaner, and you don't want to watch this video all day because I know you have lots of things to do. Hopefully you're doing all kinds of fun projects. I think it would be fun. Another favorite thing of Calder's, this is my last little trivia about him. He loved the circus. And there's even a book called Sandy's Circus. And the reason it's called Sandy is because his friends called him Sandy, not Alexander. So that sand in the middle, they just kind of chopped off the Alex and called him Sandy. So they called him Sandy, and they one of his favorite things was the circus. So you could build a whole bunch of these. Do you see me trying to get it to balance? I have to find the right spot. Ooh, that's, oh, almost. Yeah. So yeah, there's a book called Sandy's Circus. I'll try to post that for you so you can take a look. So you could make a whole bunch of these with all your fruit roll-up boxes or cereal boxes. You could come up with your own little circus creatures. They're really fun, aren't they? And then practice with the balancing. This one's balancing. I don't know. It looks like it's kind of hanging down, but it's still balancing. So I hope you can get yours to balance. Make it beautiful. Make it fun. If you do, please post it to my Facebook page or send it to me by email, iCourseC@mtcps.org, and I will put it in our art show. We're having a virtual art show. All projects are due May 22nd. That's next Friday. So send those to me so I can put it in. All right, can't wait to see you, boys and girls, soon. I hope this is ending soon, but if not, I'll be back and we'll do more art together. Be super sweet, creative, kind, and calm. Bye-bye.